Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. It's kind of cloudy and gross looking outside. It's not actually raining, but at this point I'm kind of like, you might as well rain if you're going to look that gross. But I am trying to get a lot done on this Monday, this first day of November. Today is the day to start everything fresh. I feel like there's like no excuses. It's a new month. It's a new week. It's a Monday. It's time to just, start off with a bang. So I sent out a whole bunch of happy mail today. And I did a few of these cards because a few of these cards went in my happy mail. Let me actually take this out of the plastic so you guys can see it a little bit better. This is a very quick and simple card, but I love, love, love it. Like, how gorgeous is that? With that little hint of gold foil. The designer series paper does all of the work here. This is that fabulous Blackberry Beauty, right? Blackberry, why am I like second guessing myself? I'm pretty sure it's Blackberry Beauty. Designer series paper in the July to December mini catalog. I'm going to show you, I actually just cut all of the paper that I had into these pieces because I was like, I love it and I'm going to make a million of these. So it's 4 inches across. These aren't the exact images, but I will say one of the flowers, I wish I knew which one it was, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, one of the flowers is up a little bit higher. So the piece of paper kind of looks like this. And there's like a big gray kind of solid in the middle. But one of the flowers is a little bit higher. So in order to get my 4 by 5 1/4, I had to like cut the 4, and then on the one I had to actually cut off down here so that I wasn't cutting into that flower at the top. So I hope that helps like explain that a little bit more. Hi Karen, how are you? How was your weekend? So I was able to get 6 of these out of one piece of the 12 by 12. Here is the back side that I'm actually not using. Still very, very beautiful though. That Blackberry Bliss Rich Razzleberry look. So again, I just did a very simple card with this. I actually have a Blackberry Bliss card base. And then I have 2 pieces of paper. One is the gray granite, which you'll see goes with this. And this I actually have on the inside. So this is actually my like whisper white like panel, or if you will, for the inside that you can write on. So let me know, have you ever done a color on the inside of your card that is not vanilla or white? Have you ever done like a light shade of any color, like a pastel or like the gray or crumb cake or something? This was kind of out of the box for me. I don't typically do that, but I found it to be super fabulous and a little like fun change. So that measures 4 by 5 1/4, and then of course our designer series paper on the front measures 4 by 5 1/4. So very simple card. Like I just have the Blackberry Bliss that is cut in half, and then that 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside piece as well as the front piece. So it's just like basic cutting, and then of course lots of adhering all the panels, and then doing that greeting. And the greeting can really be as detailed or as simple as you wish. Oh, how fabulous. I'm glad you had a great weekend. I know you guys always have a lot of fun with Halloween with the grandkids. You've used a lot of colors on the inside? Well, why have you not been telling me to branch out more? I feel like I did this card with color on the inside, and then I did one other with color on the inside, and now I'm just like, oh, this is fabulous. So stay tuned for a lot more color on the inside of our cards. we had a fabulous Halloween with trick-or-treating. Alex wore his little Dalmatian puppy outfit, and thank goodness Halloween is over, so that I don't have to worry that it's not going to fit him because he's kind of busting out of it. And Claire settled on a zombie. So she was a little zombie, and we just kind of put her in black pants and a black shirt, and then I kind of cut up or ripped some of my old shirts that were like rags, and just tied them like around her waist and her arm and stuff, and then we did face painting. So I'm using Blackberry Bliss as my color. And the stamp set that I chose was this Banner Year stamp set. So some of you guys might actually have this from last year. This was one of the free stamp sets of the month last year. I think it was like maybe sometime in the fall. Super fabulous stamp set. Brought it back out to use for this card. So I actually used the With a Grateful Heart. And then I just used this little like greenery piece or whatever, although I'm actually stamping it in Blackberry Bliss. You could also use like that fun image or anything like that. So I simply did 2 of these on opposing corners. So nothing too fancy, just a little foo-foo for the inside of the card. But we went trick-or-treating just pretty much up and down our street, and Claire just absolutely loved it. She just kept saying, can we go there? Can we go there? Can we go there? To all the neighbors. But she did very well, saying trick-or-treat, or a lot of times I feel like she said happy Halloween more than trick-or-treat, and then she still said thank you, so that was really good. And she was just more excited about like filling her bucket with candy so that she could take it home and sort it, not that she could necessarily eat it. And of course, we cashed in our parent tax and have enjoyed some of the candy as well. There was only one Reese's, which kind of makes me sad, but there was this like super weird, I don't know, like Snickers brownie thing. It was kind of interesting. I'm not so sure I would call it a brownie, but it was kind of good. It was little, so, and me and Brad shared it. So it was even smaller than that. So I'm just going to pop this on the inside of my card. These are great for a Thanksgiving Day card, or if you don't send Thanksgiving Day cards, for just like a fall thank you card. I will probably be using these possibly for a few just random Happy Mail like Thanksgiving fall cards this month. Otherwise, I'll be using them for my thank you cards to all of my customers, since I send a thank you card to all my customers each month. So you might be getting this card if you place an order this month. And the cool thing is when I send the card, I send it just with like a little business card on the inside that says, thank you for your order this month. Enjoy this card, and you can reuse it. So I don't actually sign the card. I allow you to be able to use the card. So it's like Happy Mail times 2. I send it to you, and then you can send it on as well. I have to say, my mind kind of exploded this morning when I realized, like, it's actually, like, November 1st. Like, the holidays are officially here. The year is almost over. It's the 11th month. Like, 11. 11! I'm just like, no, it's not. It can't be. Like, I don't know. I'm just not believing it for some reason. And I feel like just when I start to believe it, it'll be January, and I'm going to be like, well, there goes that. Oh, it's so crazy. It's also crazy. It came up on my memories that we revealed that Alex was going to be a baby boy a year ago. So how how crazy that I was halfway through my pregnancy just a year ago. And now he's our little cuddly, squishy ball of joy. So yeah, this card is just kind of like a lot of adhering, it seems like. If you're just jumping on, this is a Blackberry Bliss card base. So 8.5 by 5.5. And then I have the inside panel is actually gray granite, which is 4 by 5.25. And the front panel is the fabulous Blackberry Beauty Designer Series paper. And that is also 4 by 5.25. You could also switch up the greeting on this to be just about anything you want. Like you could make it into like a fall birthday card if you weren't sending out any thank you notes or anything. I think this would also go into winter. You know, it's kind of like those deep tones of like not the bright colors of spring and summer, but those sort of like fall winter colors. You could also change it up and instead of the blackberry, go like navy maybe, or Mary Merlot, or cherry cobbler, you know, like a more burgundy color. So many possibilities. Okay, and then for the greeting, you could also go super simple and you could stamp directly onto the designer series paper. So like real flat, real simple, like stamps, ink, and paper, that sort of thing. I actually took some of my gold foil. I took the double oval punch, and I did gold foil for the scallop. And then for the other one, again, I didn't go white or vanilla. I went with that gray granite. I also had just a little bit of that gold shimmer vellum. So we're going to do one in this gold shimmer vellum because that's all that's going to fit. And I definitely did not want to waste this. So I used like all of it except for this little strip. So I mean, technically I could keep this little piece or I could toss it. Let me know. Would you keep this to get something else out of this little piece, or would you toss it? If you guys all say keep it, I don't know. Like part of me is like, of course keep it. And then the other part of me is like, let it go, Laura. You can't keep every single scrap. If you notice, I am using my punch upside down so that I can see where I'm punching and saving as much of this gold foil as I possibly can. I'm not sure how many I need, so I'm going to stop right there. And then I wanted to show you guys with the gray granite, I'm bringing in a piece of the 8.5 by 11. And if I put this in the punch, you would see I'd come out with a scallop one and a smooth one. And I don't need the scallop one. I just need the smooth one. So what I'm going to do is I already have one punched out. And I'll just take my ruler, and I see that it's like 1 inch. So I'm going to go a little bit bigger than 1 inch just to give myself some leeway. And I'm going to cut like a 1 1/4 inch strip. I'm probably going to need a few strips. But this is going to help save paper and not make 1,000,001 scallops that I'm not going to need. So now I'm just going to slide this in sideways and punch. And now I'm not wasting a ton of paper. Like I could have totally gone less than 1 1/4 inch, but let's see if I can angle. No, there's no way I can angle that. But see how I saved a lot less paper by doing that 1 1/4 inch strip than if I were to punch both of them at the same time. So just a little paper saving tip for all of you guys. I had Claire helping me with punching, and she pinched her finger. Look, I'm going to be able to get another one. I did that one a lot tighter, and I was able to get in an extra. Woo, woo. But yeah, she went down and then pinched right there, and as soon as it happened, then I knew exactly what it was because I've done that so many times as well. So now I was like, here, do you want to help mommy punch whenever she came down today? And she's like, no. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. We punched your fingers, so you're probably out on that. But she did help me with my Happy Mail this morning. She peeled the sticker stamps off, like the postage stamps, and then handed them to me. So no postage stamp was hurt in the process, and she was able to help. And if you've been to any of my classes or heard her, all she says is, I want to help, I want to help. So she was pretty excited about that. Remember, it's always easier to make multiples than it is to make a whole bunch of different cards just one at a time. So I'm excited to be adding these to my stash. So I went ahead and I added the greeting just flat to the foil. And then, of course, I added this piece to my card front with a dimensional. And I have like 1,000,001 dimensional edges to clean up. One of the things I will say, and I tried to convince her and it did not work, but it's always easier to put the dimensional on your project and then peel off the back. She was peeling them off on the piece, like on this, and then they were sticking all over her hands, and there were dimensionals lost in that process, I will say. She had like 4 of them stacked on each other, and she was like, I can't get it off. So yeah, it's always easier to stick them onto your project and then peel off the backs. And you can also place this in different areas. Like this one, I'll probably put it down here as to not cover up those fabulous foil ones. And this one is the one that uses that Shimmer Vellum. And I'll show you what that one looks like. So yeah, this was the mess that she kind of created this morning. Her lack of organization on going like across and even on using the dimensionals gave me heart palpitations, but we're good. So there's that gold Shimmer Vellum. And here it is with gold foil paper. So it's just a little bit lighter, a little bit more subtle. And as you like rock it, it's fun to kind of see the shimmer in the vellum as well as the shimmer of each of those like gold foil flower pieces too. Let me see. Can you guys see the vellum very well? I hope so. Now as I have it like this high up, you like almost can't see with the lighting. And then here it is with the foil. So you can see the foil definitely shines more. And then the inside of the card. Super fabulous, simple, and easy to make lots of multiples with this. I love how Stampin' Up's designer paper like does all the work for me. Like I feel like I don't even really have to do anything super extravagant with the card because the designer paper does all the hard work for me. And I'm out of adhesive. It never fails. The moment I go live, my adhesive's like, I'm going away. I also realized that now that it's November, the panic is back for getting my Christmas cards all done. I do have like more than 75, I think. So like I have a good start on them. But it's like now I need to like do them as well as address and assemble and everything else. So like it's like go time now. And I'm just hoping to get our pictures back in time to have them printed, and I can pop them in there too. So I thought I was ahead of schedule with the pictures, but I still don't have them back. So I definitely don't have them printed and ready to go either. Isn't this designer paper fabulous? Like, I am loving it. Like, I don't know where to put it on this one. I almost could put it like down here. Like each one, I'm like, I don't want to cover that up. I don't want to cover that up. Well, maybe it should go over here. See, like, do I put it up here? Do I put it down here? I don't know. I think I'm going to put this one down here. I almost feel like it's a little, like, empty up top, but I also, I don't know. I'm just going to put it down there. Like, kind of looks like it's, like, down in the weeds or something, but I still like it. It's fabulous. Okay, so I have two more. So I had an extra with the gray granite, and I have exactly enough with the foil. I probably knew that the chances of me making a mistake somewhere along the way were high. So that's why I needed that extra. This is one of them where it was really high at the top, and I had to cut off some of the bottom as to not cut that top flower. There we go. I'm so excited to have so many fabulous cards done and be able to chat with all of you guys while doing that. Don't forget, it's a new month. It is November, so that means a new free stamp set of the month. This month, it is the Swirl Die stamp set, which is a single stamp set. It's one of our large stamp sets, and it's like a tie-dye look. I think it is super fabulous to be able to do like some teen cards with, to do like with the baby wipe technique, which I did a few weeks ago. You can check back a few videos back and see the baby wipe technique. Stay tuned. I might be doing it again to show it off with that fabulous stamp set as well. But all orders of $75 or more this month will get the Swirl Die stamp set for free. That is an exclusive offer through me. So yeah. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. Hopefully I'll be back on again tomorrow while Claire is at school, but I also have a lot of other things that I'll be working on this week. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you again a few more times this week. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Happy stamping. Love, hugs, and prayers to all of you guys. You are fabulous and mean the world to me. Have a wonderful day.